Well, hello, this is Rosa RCG Creations. How are you doing? Bringing to you a little quickie video. It's going to be a side dish. Saw this recipe for crispy Parmesan carrots. They're a cheesy crust, and it asks for diced up carrots. You want to slice them, and then cut them in half and cut them again because you want them to have some flat. You want them to have a flat area, okay? And then I've already pre-prepped everything because I want to make sure that this is a quickie video, okay? And of course the description box will have the full recipe and the directions. Okay, and it calls for some Parmesan cheese, which is still in the fridge right now. I've already shredded it. 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 2 large cloves of garlic. I'm out of my cloves. The ones I do have are frozen, and I don't want to spend the time for it. So I'm using my garlic granules. Okay, and I got this from Azure, and it works just as good as the fresh garlic. Okay, and then it asks for 2, since I'm using the granules, that's going to equal to 2 tablespoons. Okay, because I don't have the actual clove itself. And it does ask for 2 large garlic cloves. Oh, my oven's ready. 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder, a handful of fresh parsley chopped. I don't have any fresh parsley, so we're skipping that part. And a pinch of salt. So it's all mixed up together right there. Now let me get my oil, which is 2 tablespoons of oil. 1 tablespoon there. Then we're just going to mix it all up. I'm going to go get my cheese out of the fridge. Let me just put this in here. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. Let me let my spoon right here rest while it drains. Our little spoons have a level bottom, so they lay flat on the table. And you don't get oil all over the place. So let me get the Parmesan cheese, because I left it in the fridge. I wanted it to make sure that it stayed cold. Okay, now I gotta find it. Okay, where did I put it? I know I moved it, because I just sliced it. Okay, where did I put it? Tortillas. Cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese. Alright, where did I put my Parmesan? I had to rearrange my freezer because I ran out of room. I'm really needing to rearrange all this over. Oh. Found it. Oh, I gotta stop because I had pulled my shelf out a little too much. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Had to have hubby help me. Okay, now it does ask for 70 grams of Parmesan cheese. And I went ahead and did order myself a digital scale. There we go. But I'm not moving it because I already got it all set up and I don't want to move it. Okay. Because it does let you do the unit, the grams, a variety of items on it. Okay, so my cup weighs 50 grams and I need 70 grams, so I need 70, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 120 grams, and that'll give me 70 grams. Whoops. 109, 110, 14, 119, 120. Good. Okay, 122. I don't really think it makes that much of a difference, but let's be precise. Because I'm learning that the more precise you are with your product when you're cooking and we're baking mostly, in the weights and the grams, it makes a difference, apparently, in the food, the quality of the food and the texture. So I want to be a better cook. I'm actually not too bad now, but I want to be a better cook. So it asked for 70 grams, so 70, 80, 90, 100. Yeah, that was, I could have started off with 50. We want to mix it all up. And I'm going to go ahead and take these little pieces because I already closed up the bag. We're good enough. Turn this off. Let's move this out of the way. And then let's mix this up. You want to just coat everything and make sure it's all mixed up. It's turned off, so we're good to go on that. You know, I really don't know. I'll have to look it up to see if you're allowed to. Is it really good to put stuff on the scale? It's only going to be for a few minutes until I get this out of the way. I just want to make sure everything's pretty well coated. It smells really good. I wish we had smelly vision, but we don't. Okay, so now we're going to pour everything in the bowl because it says put everything in the bowl. And we're going to stir it all in, make sure everything gets coated. I think it could use a little bit more oil, but preheat. Okay, in a large bowl, there's the olive oil, grated cheese, garlic, mixed together, add the carrots, and toss until all combined. So I'm going to follow it because I don't know. I've never done this. I'm thinking it needs a little bit more oil. I'm going to add a little bit more oil because I think it needs a little bit more oil. I'm just going to add a little bit more. I'm not going to do a whole lot. It's just a couple of dribbles. Okay, we're going to, then it says toss the combine till fully coated. Okay, where's the back page? Did I print a back page? I hope I did. Okay, yeah, I did. Sprinkle a handful of freshly grated Parmesan cheese on the non-stick oven dish and bake. Dip the flat side of the carrots into the remaining grated Parmesan cheese and place them cheese facing down. Sprinkle a handful of freshly grated Parmesan Reggiano cheese onto a non-stick. Oh, okay, that's what you're doing with the extra stuff. Okay, got it. So, I'm going to go ahead because I have to get my hands dirty anyway. We're going to sprinkle some of this on the cookie sheet. Sprinkle a handful of freshly grated Parmesan mixture. I wondered where it would go, what you would do with it. But if all else fails, read your directions. Okay, now we want to add our carrots. We want to lay them flat. Try not to have them touching. No, I think it's going to be okay, but I'm thinking because of the oil when it's baking, you don't want to touch them because they're going to stick together and you want to eat each individual carrot. Because remember, this is a side dish. We're going to be making one of our freezer meals for dinner. And hubby and I aren't too swift on veggies, but I'm trying to find things that we would like and enjoy. Oop, that's a sliver of a carrot got in there. And I was peeling the carrot. You definitely want to peel your carrots. But if they're homegrown carrots and you don't have any pesticides, as long as you thoroughly wash them, I think you're totally fine in having your skin on your carrot. Some people like the skin. I personally don't care for it. So you know what? My cookie sheet's a little too small, but that's okay. You're just going to have to touch. I'm good with that. So now I'm just laying them all over here evenly. Trying to get them all to fit, which I know they will all fit. And then dip the sides of the carrot into the remaining bread and place the cheese facing downward on the baking sheet. Repeat with the carrots and ensure that they are placed next to each other in the oven in an even layer without any gaps. Oh, so you want them to touch without any gaps. Again, read the directions. I'm going ahead. I'm trying to hurry up. And baking means you don't want to rush it. Okay. Let me get this. And then I'm going to sprinkle over the top of it. Make sure all of it gets the goodies. It smells really, really good. And with all the seasonings that's in here, I like them all, so I don't think it's going to be bad. I'm just going to be careful of it burning. Because when the cheese is going to melt. And remember, clean hands before you start your project when you're cooking. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to put them in the oven and I'll bring you back. I've got one dirty hand, one clean hand, so I'll bring you back when we do the taste test. Okay, we are back. The timer's gone off. Let's see how today's supper turned out. Ooh, yummy. Look at that. That is the grilled carrots, roasted carrots. Next thing we have is the freezer meal. Ooh. And I made a different freezer meal than normal. I'll put the description in the recipe box. But I made a sticky and hot pork chops. Cook it at 400 degrees, 45 minutes covered, and you're ready to eat. That sauce is good. Let me bring you over to show you the main course. See that? And because we're going to do low-cal, no pasta, no rice. I'm going to let that cool off for just a second. This, they say, just pull it off. Oh, you know, we got to put a toothpick to make sure. I'm not going to get toothpick, I'm just going to get fork. Okay, yeah, they're tender. If you can poke a toothpick in it, that means they're cooked. And I'm going to flip these on here, and you'll be able to see the underside. Let me bring that up to you. Look at that. And then that's going to be a nice little side dish. And it comes right off. But then, of course, I am using a silicone mat. So that's good. And I really wish you could smell this. This smells so good. Okay, I'm going to serve up mine. I'm going to serve up my, I diced my pork chop. All it is pork chops. And I cut off the fat, and then I diced it up. That's all I've done. And it makes so much gravy, it really would go good over rice or pasta, but I'm not going to have that today. Just because I want to stay in my program. Look at that. Let me bring you up a little bit and we'll do the taste test. So this is my take of Parmesan crusted carrots as a side dish. And then this is hot and spicy, hot and sticky because it's made with honey and spices, pork chops. So let's get this. Oh, that's a definite 2 thumbs up. You can taste the Parmesan cheese with all the seasonings that we put in there. And I think 25 minutes is perfect for this size carrots that I did. Now let's do the pork chop. And you can see how they're just little bite-sized pieces. See that? They're just little bite-sized pieces. Because hubby likes fat. I don't. I can't handle biting in a piece of fat. It just ruins it for me for the whole meal. So I just cut off all the excess fat. Oh man, the flavor is fantastic. This is another 2 thumbs up. The pork chop just breaks apart in my mouth. Got a little bit of a kick, not a whole lot. I'm going to do a pork chop and a carrot. And then we're going to sit down and go have dinner. I say this is a definite win-win on hot and sticky pork chop, marinated, and Parmesan cheese, roasted carrots as a side dish. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.